button and then you'll see it. Yep, you're good. You're on. I can see it.
Okay, we can start. Go ahead.
Want to start up?
Yep, go ahead.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the regularly scheduled meeting of the Zoning Commission, City of Danbury, February 9th, 2021. Record show, we begin with a roll call at 7:35. Commissioner Almeida.
Here.
Commissioner Fay.
Here.
Commissioner Hawley.
Here.
Commissioner Hylinski. I do not see or hear. Absent. Commissioner Jowdy.
He's in and out.
I see him. He's got his mute on. Commissioner Jowdy's here. Commissioner Kelly. Commissioner Mazzy.
He's muted.
Here.
Commissioner Malillo.
Here.
Commissioner Marchand
Here.
is here. Commissioner Nejam is absent. Mr. Marchand, would you please sit in for Ms. Hylinski?
Okay.
Since there is no Mr. Nejam and no Mr. Henry.
Commissioner Haddad.
Mr. Malillo.
Mr. Henry has actually resigned from the commission as he is now a member of the city council.
Got it. Thank you for the record. Do we have a replacement yet?
Not at this point in time. The Zoom meetings and all that, I think, is making it a little bit difficult to recruit that replacement.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me just mention before we start that this is a meeting. It's a Zoom virtual meeting. All of the instructions to access the meeting or watch the live stream on the Danbury, Connecticut Planning and Zoning YouTube channel can be found on tonight's agenda, which was posted. It's going to be held just as a regular meeting as if we were in the council chambers. It may act a little bit slower in case we have anyone from the public that has any questions, or it may take a couple minutes extra to see hands raised for any comment from any commission members. The next regular meeting is scheduled for February 23rd, 2021. It will be a Zoom meeting again at 7:30. I do not have a copy of a legal notice. Does anybody?
Oops.
Joanne?
I forgot it. Let me go in and get it and hold on.
Okay, while you do that, do you want me to just go ahead with the minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. Commission members. Everyone should have received the November 24th.
24th, yeah.
I'm sorry, Joanne?
Nothing, go ahead.
November 24th, 2020 minutes. Any comments from anyone? Comments, questions, alterations, modifications? Not hearing any? Let me test your mind. Everyone in favor of accepting the minutes as submitted, signify by saying aye.
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 Bye.
Order, Mr. Chairman.
I just lost my, am I on? I just lost my Zoom here.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, hear you.
You need somebody to actually make a motion, I believe.
Is there a motion to accept the minutes, November 24th, 2020?
So moved.
Who said that? Ms. Fay?
Yes.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
From me, any discussion? All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
Teddy, do you want me to email it to you? What do you want me to do?
Can you read it in?
Me?
Huh?
Me?
Yeah.
Let me just get it. Hold on. Notice application to be heard by the Zoning Commission at a public hearing and a web-based meeting hosted on Zoom, February 9th, 2021. Agenda to be posted will include instructions to access Zoom meeting and application materials. Public hearing pursuant to Executive Order Number 7I, Section 19C, notice is hereby giving the following petition will be heard. Number 1, petition of White Street Plaza LLC, Zay's Kitchen, 35 White Street, Unit 4, Tax Assessor's Lot Number I-13059, for a special permit for beer and wine license. This was previously approved in May 12th, 2020. Theodore J. Haddad Jr., Chairman, posted on city website and town clerk's office on January 26th, 2021.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
First petition this evening is a public hearing. It's a petition of White Street Plaza LLC. How did we say we were pronouncing that name?
Zay?
I'm sorry?
Try Zay.
Zay's Kitchen, 35 White Street, Unit 4, I-13059 for a special permit for beer and wine license. Previous approval granted 5/12/2020.
Uh-oh, I think he froze. Ricky, you're there? You want to take over for him? I think he's frozen for the second.
Who's frozen, me?
No, Ted froze.
Oh, Ted froze, yeah.
So I guess I would just say, is anybody here to speak in favor of this application?
Okay, just say that.
Oh, is anyone wishing to speak in favor of this petition?
Yes, good evening, Chairman, members of the Zoning Commission. My name's Benjamin Dodo, with an office at 248 Main Street in Danbury. I'm here representing the applicant, Sai Fengsei. She is the owner of Sai's Kitchen. Just for clarification, my father is the owner of the White Street Plaza, who's the landlord for Sai's Kitchen. First, I want to apologize for wasting everyone's time on this. This was approved back in May by this commission. Most of you were here. The certified copy came electronically and I missed it. I just left it in my inbox and didn't file it. So I'm just going to briefly go over the application again. It's a duplicate of what your commission approved on May 12th. Sai's Kitchen is a 1,000 square foot unit. It's in the White Street Plaza on White Street across from Meeker's Hardware. She's been in business for 3 years and has been successful. Southeast Asian cooking. It's a pretty small restaurant, but she has the need to serve beer and wine. And that's what we're here for today. We last March revised our approvals to allow it in from a waiver to site plan standpoint. And one of the conditions was that we get the special permit from the zoning commission. That's what we're here for today. I'll be happy to answer any questions anyone may have, but this is the identical application that was approved last year.
Ricky, why don't you
Ask her
take
to-
over, because Ted's not back in yet.
Yeah, he can't get in. He's trying.
Yeah. I would just say, anybody have any questions? You got to unmute yourself, Ricky. There you go.
Does anyone have any questions for Mr. Dodo? Any questions?
And then Mr. Malillo raising his hand.
Mr. Dodo,
Chairman Malillo.
I'm trying to look in my I'm almost there, but I'm just going to ask, back in May, when we heard this petition, I don't remember, was there any stipulations, like were we putting a service bar only stipulation on? Was there a regular bar setup? Could you please?
Yeah, I'll go. Sure. There's no bar. The beer and wine is going to be taken out from the kitchen and served to the tables. I have if you don't mind, I'll share the screen. We have a floor plan here. Can everyone see this?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
We did grant with service bar only.
Yes. Okay.
I
have got the minutes up in front of me now. Sorry, it took a couple minutes juggling back and forth on my iPad.
Yes. There is no bar, Rob. It's just a service bar only. The kitchen is back here. The front door is here, and this is the seating area right there.
Okay, thank you.
So yes, we're not asking for anything to be changed with respect to how it was approved last time.
Okay.
Any further questions for Mr. Dodo? Not hearing anyone, any?
Ricky, I would just ask if anybody else wishing to speak in favor twice, and then anybody wishing to speak against 3 times, and then take a motion if you want to close.
Anyone else wishing to speak in favor of this petition? Anyone else wishing to speak in favor of this petition? Anyone else wishing to speak in favor of this petition? Hearing none. Anyone wishing to speak against this petition? Is there anyone willing to speak against this petition? Is there anyone willing to speak against this petition? Okay, hearing none.
Ask for a motion.
No, ask for staff comments.
No,
Oh,
right.
staff, yeah.
Okay, any staff comments?
I would just
Sharon.
remind the commission of the findings related to the sale of alcohol. And again, it's the same application as before. They did get a waiver. The floor plan matches. It's limited to 20 seats plus 2 employees, so there is sufficient parking.
Okay, is anyone wishing to, any other comments from any commission members? Hearing none. Anyone wishing to close the public hearing?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Oh, Jim Kelly was waving his hand.
Okay. Motion was made by Chairman Malillo and second by Jim Kelly. The commission is closing the public hearing.
You need to vote. You need to
You have
vote.
to vote. All in favor? Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I would like to make a motion to move this to item number 1 under old business for discussion and possible action.
Okay, do I have a second on that?
I'll second that.
Mike,
Okay, moving this to number 1 on old business.
So I would, Mr. Jowdy, I would just note on the agenda then, there's no other public hearings, and then you can move us along to old business.
Okay. There's no other public hearings, so we'll move this along to old business. Petition, I have to pull it up. Hold on. Sharon, do you have that?
Yeah, I'll just say it's a petition of White Street Plaza LLC,
Betty's coming back, so.
Zay's Kitchen, 35 White Street, Unit 4, I-13059 for a special permit for beer and wine license. Previous approval granted 5/12/20.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I would like to make a motion to approve this petition with a service bar only for the following reasons. The proximity of these premises will not have a detrimental effect on any adjacent school, church, or other place of worship, or upon the immediate area, including adjacent residential neighborhoods, including the impact of the use upon traffic congestion and safety. Make it easy so Joanne can just copy paste it from the May minutes into this.
Okay.
Good.
Do I hear a second on that motion?
Second.
Okay, second by Chairman Fay, or Commissioner Fay, sorry. Okay,
Take a vote.
ready to vote
Yeah.
on that? Sharon, could you help me on that? I'm unprepared of.
No, that's okay. You just have to take a motion on the,
Yeah, well,
a vote
if
on the
you-
motion.
Right.
Teddy's back. Teddy's back.
Oh,
But
okay.
Ted wasn't, I mean, he could take the call on the motion, but he can't vote because he was actually out
Okay.
for a period of time of the public hearing.
All right. let him
You're
take
good
it.
with that, Ted.
There's a motion on the floor to accept, to approve the petition with reasons stated, seconded by Mr. Malillo, seconded by Ms. Fay. Discussion. All those in favor of this, we'll yes. Those opposed will say no. Begin with Commissioner Almeida,
Yes.
Commissioner Fay,
Yes.
Commissioner Hall,
Yes.
Rowdy,
Yes.
Mr. Kelly,
I think he said yes.
yes. Commissioner Mazzy,
Yes.
Commissioner Malillo,
Yes.
Commissioner Marchand.
Yes.
I'm not qualified. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 0. It gets approved.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Thank you, Mr. Dodo.
7-0, Ted, 7-0 or 8-0? Let's just get,
1,
That's-
2, 3,
0.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, isn't it? 8-0?
8-0 with one member not voting.
No.
8-0, that's what I got.
You got it? Good.
2, 3, 4.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Joanne, I won't mess up this time.
Okay, Ben. I'm gonna-
Promise. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Right, Ben.
Night.
Under continuation of public hearing, we have none. Nothing under old business, nothing under new business, nothing under correspondence, nothing under for reference only. Any other matters by anyone? Under for reference only, there's a petition of BRT Sconset LLC to amend section 4A6 of the zoning regulations in parentheses, add cluster active adult development to the RA20 and RA40 zones. Public hearing scheduled for February 23rd, 2021. This date is subject to change depending upon circumstances related to COVID-19. The second petition under for reference only is a petition of Danbury Retail LLC, Chipotle Mexican Grill, 81 Newtown Road, M11023 for a special permit for restaurant liquor license in the CG20 zone. Public hearing scheduled for March 9th, 2021. This date is also subject to change depending upon circumstances related to COVID-19.
Mr. Chairman, just so for the record, I mean, we're anticipating, moving ahead on the 23rd unless something comes up between now and then, but we'll be ready to go. So everybody will be having a meeting that night.
Great. Thank you very much. I asked if there was any other matters. That's it. Is there a,
Can I ask one question, Mr. Haddad?
sir, please. Hello.
Ms. Calicho, just refresh my memory. It's been a while since we've met. For the petition of BRT Sconset, where do we stand on the days for that petition?
We utilized 90 days that were available under the executive order, plus about 10 days, 2 weeks. I'd have to check my file of the normal time to get it on for a public hearing. So we're well within the time frame. I could get you the exact days. Yeah, probably 2 weeks out of the 65 days within which we have to schedule the hearing. So, and that comes out of the statutory time frame. So we're all good with that.
And then just for the record, once we open the public hearing, how many days do we have that the public hearing would be eligible to remain open?
You have the full 35 plus the pool of, if 15 is the number, then you would have 50 days left to use as you see fit.
Thank you, Ms.
Right,
Calicho.
so you got the full 35 days within which to keep the hearing open under statutes. And then of the 65, the pool of 65, I shouldn't say that. We didn't use any because we have to get it on for hearing within 65 days. We used 15 of that. So you would still have the full 65 days.
Okay.
But I'll verify all that as we start the hearing on the 23rd. The Planning Commission will be considering their referral next Wednesday at their meeting. So.
Plus, there was an extension by the governor as well, right? Another extension?
Yeah, the executive orders were extended until April, but he didn't add on to the 90 days. So you still have 90 days. We just, in this matter, we used the full 90 days.
Right.
And then we just took, 2 extra weeks.
Right. Thank you. Anyone else? Anything else, commission members?
Oh,
Ricky. Yeah, hold on.
What's going on?
Ricky.
I don't know.
Thing.
Did you hit your screen? Get off of that.
Yeah, there
There.
you go.
I did it.
All
I
right.
did it.
You did it. She's in control, everybody.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
do a motion to
So
adjourn.
moved.
I see Mr. Kelly's hand. Mr. Kelly makes a motion to adjourn. Is there a second? Mr. Matt,
I'll second.
all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye.